Hello everybody, Attack Power here with another fabulous monthly tournament game here on Haroshaje between Jaapaasa and Paladin Lepa in the SDL monthly tournament. Let's dive right in here to Haroshaje in the left in the red. We have Jaapaasa playing first special service brigade on Maverick Income. And on the right in the blue we have Paladin Lepa playing 43rd Reserve Army also on Maverick Income. So a little mirror match going on here with one of the most disgustingly caustic divisions in the game. First, SSB, which we'll dive right into here. So yeah, this division hasn't been talked about a lot. I'm not sure. I mean, it's still really good, and it did get a whole lot of nerfs, so maybe it's not so disgusting anymore. We'll find out here soon, I guess. The recon tab here, quite solid. We have the Morris machine gun truck there, commando sniper, field team, and Staghound. The infantry tab, 73 infantry here. The command. Okay, I gotta get closer here. Commando number 45, Commando number 3, Commando number 4 demo, Commando number 6, Commando leader, all in A phase. God, I wish they had created more clever names for these. And then B phase, we have Commando assault, which is Commando number 4, but the assault variant. Commando number 10, another Commando leader, and then C phase, some AB paras. The tank tab here, just some Sherman 2s, Sherman 5 DDs, B phase, Sherman 5s, and a Sherman 5 leader, and a Firefly 5C. What doesn't this division have, really? A support tab. The support tab here, we have basically just, getting closer, Vickers, some supply, and a crocodile there. The AT tab, we're seeing some commando tank. They're basically AT infantry. Some Achilles, and then a C phase card of Wolverine and 17 pounders. The AA tab, Bofors 40 mil self-propelled gun, 2 Crusader AAs, one of them the Mark 2B and the Mark 1. The Arty tab here, we have the disgusting little Centaur 4s, and then an off-map, rocket off-map artillery. Oh, Jaapaasa, why? And then finally, the air tab here, Seafire, Hellcat, more Hellcat. Bombing all bomb variants except for the AT rocket variant. On the other side, 43rd Reserve, a division, it used to be strong at times. Now it's, it's Soviet Russian strong. It's actually like an interesting mix. Definitely has some pretty glaring weaknesses, though. The first being the recon tab, not much here. He is actually in the recon motorcycle. I have no idea why, because it doesn't even have radio. And then the T-3476 unvetted. The infantry tab, 70 infantry here. We have the Saprati PP shot coming in double vetted in A. My goodness. The Strafniki officer double vet in A. Saprati, and that's it. Oh my, wait, what? Okay. That is the only, that's it, infantry-wise? Wow. Oh, okay. Anyway, continuing on here. Saprati rocks a Strafniki Komroti and Strafniki officer and Tanko Desniki all in B phase. And then C phase, we have an Avto Machiki card and a Saprati card. So Paladin really banking on this mirror match going really long. The tank tab here, KV-1S, T-34-85-43. Then in the B phase, we have T-34-76, 1943, a T-34-85, 1944, and an IS-2 unvetted 1943 there. I do like the tank tab in this division a lot, actually. It's a neat mix of units. The support tab, really strong. We have the SG-43, we have an SU-122, SU-152, T-34-85 combat. Then B phase, we have the Smersh. Okay. The Maxim and another SU-152. AT tab, unfortunately, not bringing the big AT gun here. I forget what it's called, BT-42 or something like that. M42 gun, SU-85, and ZIS-3. AA tab is one of the big weaknesses. All you get are 85 mils. But recently, these things have seemed pretty solid, so I guess we'll find out. We have 3 cards here with a double vet card. Arty tab, also terrible. You only just get some mortars, really bad. And then the air tab, really solid. IL-2KR, PE-3AT, rocket, LA-7 light bomber, then B phase, IL-4, and an LA-7 fighter. So diving in here, I mean, 43rd Reserve is in a really bad place against SSB. You don't have good AA, and obviously SSB has disgusting Air Force. You have the little Centaurs that can go wherever, so there's no counter battery at all. Your Soviet infantry, while really solid, are not better than the commandos. This just seems rough. We'll see, though. I am rooting for 43rd Reserve. Let me be very clear about that. I'm no bones about it. I am rooting for Paladin here. And that northern fight not starting great. SU-122, though, might save the day. I'm still, like, utterly baffled by Paladin's infantry tab. Why does he only have 6 units of infantry in A phase? I mean, the SG-43, I suppose. He's basically almost called it all his infantry. Like, that's actual insanity. Tank Buster's pretty nuts. 4 Thompsons, a Piat, and then a grenade on top of that. It's technically a TNT, but they all function the same. Yeah, 45 mil is kind of the only thing saving the day there for a moment. T-34 misses its shot in the Staghound. It was in motion, so not shocking there. Wow. Wow, that is unfortunate. Now, the Recon T-34 is 75 millimeters. That's still 70 millimeters pen. That was really lucky for Jaapaasa and really unlucky for Paladin there. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. Check out the Patreon, link down below, or the YouTube membership. Both really help out a lot. Thanks a bunch. I'm really just not sure what to say about Paladin's build here. It's so strange. I mean, A phase is generally, like, the most important phase. Especially in, like, a more aggressive incomes. You know, if it was balanced, then fine, maybe not. But in terms of establishing positions, holding ground, you know, prepping yourself for later phases of the game, A phase is it. So to, like, legitimately bring next to nothing. And the fact is he's so heavy-weighted into BNC and yet still only has 70 infantry. I mean, he's vetted them to the moon, I suppose. Another issue with 43rd Reserve, they don't have a ton of line infantry. Like actual, like, you know, riflemen. This Strafvinki officer is one of the only ones. It's a very good unit. But he only has one of them, and it is in A phase, so he's only got 3. Oh, you get 2 of them. I apologize. You do get 2. I'm thinking of the other. There is another Strafniki unit, or it's not. Yeah, I think it's Strafniki Assault or something, and it's like all PP Shaws or whatever. It's a solid unit. All right, so, I mean, this flag's captured at the moment. Commando Leader. Jaapaasa brought in a whole bunch of these, and I can see why. It is quite a unit. Piat, Sniper, 5 Thompsons, some rifles. It's pretty strong. There's our first Centaur of the game. These things are pretty gross. Especially because they're going to be able to target down the already bad AA. 6 rounds a minute. It's not slow. Paladin is trying to keep that alive. We've seen no Air Force yet, but obviously you want to soften it up before you start doing that. And that Commando comes with... It also has the Raider trait. Like, Commando is, like, inherently has all the Raider trait in it. You can see here. Commando units not only gain the Raider trait, but also the Shock trait, as well as taking less suppression in combat. They're pretty nuts. Staghound is forced off. All right, so the Tank Busters were actually spotted. Good. Instantly killed there. IL-2KR blocked by the 40 mil Boffer. There's still one in the town. Excuse me. Whew. Caught me off guard. We see an 85 mil coming. No, okay, it's actually coming up on the hill. All right, yeah, that's a logical spot for it. Problem is, too, though, these SU-122s, 152s, they're in a lot of danger from all the 2K AT. The Fireflies, the Achilles, 17-pounders eventually. Paladin does have a really strong 2K game, but there's definitely a strong counter to it. These Commando demos, some of the strongest CQC units in the game. I don't think they're stronger than the Pionieri out of 4th Alpine, but they're very close because you have the Flames and the TNT. It's hard to beat that. But Paladin has forced himself back onto this flag, bringing it to a 1410. And I'll be honest with you, for him in A phase here, I think 1410 is all he can hope for. Like, if he can hold just losing a single tick, I would say that's an A phase successful for him based on how he has built his A phase. Like, he obviously has no intention of making ground in A phase. Or he thinks that his tanks will do all the work. And he needs no infantry. And there's the Achilles, and this is what I talked about. The SU-122s and stuff are really great, but they're very easily countered here by these Achilles and by the Fireflies. Ooh, just gets out of range. And will keep backing up and get away. I mean, the 122 might get it. I liked the SU-122 trying to pin this down. It didn't work, but it was a good play. T-34 Razvedka, if it can pick up... Whoa, no, 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 no. Shoot, shoot, shoot. There we go. Okay. I was going to say... Oh, it missed? Bro. Paladin is not catching the brakes today. It should not miss this second shot. Wow. Seriously? That is horrendous, actually. 2 shots. Like, he wasn't moving. Plenty of time. I mean, all the 85s are alive right now. It is a big deal as the game goes. Like, once we hit Maverick, B phase income, you know, both these players, they slow roll a little bit here, but Jaapaasa looking just overwhelming in this town. Another SU-122 under pressure. Will Paladin respond? He has not yet. Oh. These are pretty important. They're actually pretty good at countering tanks and stuff, too, with their heat shells. Oh, and a loss for nothing. We do see a T-34 85 43 pushing forward. That does only have the 1750 meter range. That's probably why he's throwing down the smoke to get close enough to the Achilles. Centaur now close enough. Yeah, definitely dangerous for that 85. Lost that SU-122, not good. I don't really know how Paladin gets through this at any point in the game. Here comes Hellcats, and funny enough, this is where there is no AAs the North. Hellcats actually lost sight, or Jaapaasa pulled them off. Interesting. T-34 85, is it suffering from hill pressure for real? It's not. Both players miss. The Achilles is fired twice already, so the third shot will likely hit this thing. Like, high likelihood. Yep, and there it is. T-34 85 does respond successfully. Hellcat coming in. Bombs on the T-34 85. Oh, the T-34 gets it up, and it misses. Oh! Paladin, no. LA-7's coming in clearly for fighter duty, not actually for bombing duty, really. Okay, they can catch this just fine. Problems are flying right into a 40 mil. Not 100% sure what the goal there was. Strafniki, though, catch out the commando demo here. That's really nice. Get a nice burst off on them. They're still alive, but they're almost done. That 120 can definitely finish off that Achilles now. It just needs one good hit. Yeah, I don't think Jaapaasa knows how little Paladin actually has. I mean, it's obvious to think, like, you know, there must be more stuff. But weird thing is there's not. All right, number 45 commando here. Not actually great at long range, just a Bren and 7 rifles. Not exactly lighting the world on fire. And might even lose to this Strafniki officer at range like this. All right. Commando demo down. Yeah, I mean, I just imagine, like, Jaapaasa has no idea how nothing there is here. I mean, there's recon in the building here, but, you know, you would assume, like, oh, there must be a bunch of infantry here. You know, Strafniki officers are strong. And probably beat out a lot of these guys. The commandos... Commando 6 here probably beats the Strafniki at range. Maybe. I mean, semi-automatics are pretty strong. I don't know. Commando 3 does not, that's for sure. With the support of the Shermans and stuff. All right, double Centaur now. Now they're really working to get these 85s dead. Commando 45 caught by the T-34 here. Kind of hilarious, actually. Commando number 6 does not have AT. Surprise Paladin's not really reacting with his 85 mil. Pretty, actually, quite bad for him. Yep, he's going to lose this. And these are not cheap. Like, not only just the general loss of AA cover, it's 90 points dead. Now, we are in B phase. So now Paladin has infantry. A fairly large number of infantry. But again, only 8 line infantry. The rest of them are CQC. That's just how the division is. It's not really how he built it. That's just how it is. But that will allow him to kind of actually fight in these woods and stuff. You know, maybe capture this flag. Looks like Paladin's really kind of committed to, like, the north is where he's doing his thing. All right, the T-34 is on a move order. Don't love that. The Achilles is turned the wrong way, though. Oh, he did change to an attack order right at the last second. And he does get the Achilles kill, so that's a nice... This T-34-76 Razooka is doing work. So, what's the point of this Smirch? Okay, let me check this guy. It's been a long time since I've seen this unit. Field team's seeing these guys chilling out. Let's see here. So, it's just a 15-point dude. I mean, it's got the security, which is nice. There's no actual disheartened units, so there's no value there. I mean, Paladin's doing work here. He's trying. Yeah, I mean, his units are winning. Triple DP for the win. Sapperty Rocks in the woods. The commando leader's not actually good in the woods, so... I mean, picking up this kill is pretty huge, and they should win. T-34-85. Is he spotted the commando? No. Oh, he's taking out the Morris. Here comes the Hellcats, though. Oh! Oh, brutal. Yeah, the second that 85 went down, the Hellcats were in. Thing is that the 85s are going to really struggle to actually kill things. That's what it really comes down to. Like, yes, they might stop the planes. They may stop a bombing strike here and there. They oftentimes don't, honestly. But the problem is that the Air Force is going to keep building up. Like, they're not going to kill anything, so they'll keep having to deal with the fact that they're still there. All right, Sapperty Rocks pushing across. The Commando 6, though, might beat him out. T-34-76 did die. Strafniki officers on the run. Obviously, the PTRD there not capable of taking out that Sherman. KV-1S, though, does push forward. Number 6 does not have AT, so flag flipping. We're at a 12-12. I mean, Paladin has clawed his way back flag-wise into this. Trade-wise, not so sure yet. T-34-85 died, too. Oh, that's brutal. Yep, both players content to sit it out down south. These Smirchers are just extra infantry, it looks like. Pretty standard. I mean, they're not... I mean, for 15 points, they're not bad. Second Sapperty Rocks has to get involved here. Or he's going to lose badly. Yep. There it is. Yeah, it was a miss micro by Paladin. Pretty bad. He needed to keep these tighter together, and they would be basically unbeatable. Let's be careful with these Strafniki officers. Just the wrong angle, and boom, they're going to get wrecked. Here comes the Sherman, though. Definitely an issue. That will basically not just tilt the table, but absolutely flip the table in favor of Jaapaasa in every single fight. Su-85 is here. Unfortunately, APCR is still on, and that is not helpful. Centaur is now going after the Kamroti here, and with the radio, that's going to be pretty bad. Yeah, still losing that. Oh, C-34-85 with a shooter killed here. Not even sure what did it. Maybe the Sherman on a side shot? That would be the only thing. Hellcat coming in. Yeah, and that's the issue here. Oh, brutal. Yeah, he really needed to clear those out. That was a really bad misplay, actually. Gun jam. Su-152 secret super good against tanks because it crits constantly. I do find it interesting how Paladin's using these Su-85s and Su-152s and stuff very just tank-like. Crocodile here in the woods doing work. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I was going to say the 85s... Ooh, lost the 120 there. One shot. Ouch. The 85s basically have to constantly be on the move, or they're just going to die. And he needs them so badly. They're really far. This is really far back, though. Like, that's never stopping a Hellcat ever. Tanko's doing what Tankos do. Forcing infantry out of the woods pretty well. Sapperty Rock's doing well. The problem is there is still the Commando 4 here. I know it's nearly dead, but doesn't change the fact it throws a grenade and shoots fire. Still 1311 here for Jaapaasa because, I mean, this is a pretty light hold on this. Especially when this Hellcat kills this Tanko. Goodbye. There we go. Commando 4 demo dead. There's only so many of those. How many are there in total? There's 6. We've seen a fair number of them. Yeah, Hellcat's just, oh my gosh. Just absolutely decimating. Yeah, I don't know how 43rd stops this, to be honest with you. SU-85 gets the gun jam on the Achilles. Nice hit there for Paladin. Desperately needed stroke of luck. Now it misses like a mile. Love it. Oh, the Hellcat AT is so good. Yeah, I honestly don't know. SU-15 getting tracks broken. These things are so These things are so effing annoying. Like, in the most real way. This is one of the only units that consistently causes engine stalls and tracks broken crits. They're so rare otherwise, but this unit actually does have a secret, like, higher rate of critting. And a bailed out with the Zis-3 there. Really nice. I mean, Paladin's getting some hits here, but, like, I just don't... I mean, unless something happens with the Air Force, he's not going to win. I'm just going to put it bluntly. Unless he finds some way to actually grind out some of these Hellcats, this is what's going to happen over and over again. SU-85 can kill this crocodile. Appears to be trying to. It's in a blind spot, though. Mr. Sherman's already bailed out, so... Oh, yeah. The supply there can definitely do it. I'm not sure. Did he lose sight of it? Yeah, he lost sight of it, I guess. Which is weird because he was already shooting at it. SU-85 can actually shoot. Gets a gun jam. Wow. Good crits there. 85 finishes off the crocodile. I mean, that's a nice kill. Yes, SU-85 has totally dropped the ball. I mean, SU-152, excuse me. Oh. SU-85 is actually kind of important here to kill off these crocodiles. The Smersh has no AT, so this crocodile can just kind of roll its way slowly forward. Commando sniper spotting for all this stuff. Going to be able to call in airstrikes. 85 still a mile away. Now, there's an 85 here, and this is the double vet one, so I'm not sure how much stronger it'll be. SU-85 actually bounced the Sherman shell. Yeah, not going to do that twice. Sherman goes down now late on that SU-85. Sorry, SU-152. It's too many numbers. Yeah, loss that actually really sucks because he could crush these infantry pretty easily otherwise. Now this SU-152 under fire from the Centaurs. And like I said, there's just nothing he can do about it. I mean, he's doing a 120. I don't know where that came from, but it came from somewhere. Oh, there's this 3 doing some work. I love it. I mean, at least forcing Jaapaasa to move. I mean, this is, truthfully, Paladin's best chance is in these woods and stuff because CQC infantry have so much more depth. They're not necessarily stronger because there's several commando units that are really strong at CQC, but they are more numerous. Very much so. All right, so we now have a double 85, and that does stop the Hellcat. Now, really what they want, of course, is that this actually shoots it down. But I highly doubt that's going to happen. Double 85, though, is definitely enough to stop a singular plane, but will it be enough to stop 2 Hellcats? Stop 1. No. It's not able to stop them both. Pretty good wall, though. I mean, if he gets that KV-1S next to these, gets like a triple star going here, maybe. Maybe it's a different conversation. But then the question is, when do those LA-7s try to start responding? Oh, the M2A1. Oh, it missed. Oh, the golden opportunity he didn't even know. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Morris Recon goes down. Right, that's what that was. Yeah, stupid little... We do see an IS-2 in. I mean, he's playing it very safe with it, understandably so. Yep, Centaur after the 85, of course. Ooh, almost got the kill on the Croc. Strafniki with the TNT gets the grenade away. Takes out the number 4 assault there. Number 4 assault far less scary than the number 6. Oh, another T-30-45 down. Hellcat is stopped. Bofer's dead, so maybe some LA-7 support possible now. More Hellcats coming in. I mean, he's just got these guys sitting here, so he's not going to lose line of sight or anything. Do see the triple star 85 now. Another T-30. Those losses are so bad. Because those T-30-45s actually do function pretty well in this matchup because they dominate Shermans. If he could kill that Hellcat with one of these 85s, that'd be huge. Yeah. Well, it'll be out for a while. And like I said before, I am very much rooting against Jaapaasa, and I don't usually root against Jaapaasa. That guy's my bro. But, God, I hate this division so much. We are into C phase. So now Paladin has access to his 2 C phase cards here. Of course, one is a Sapity, which is like his pseudo line infantry. Will the 85 get out? It will not. Oh, it's so bad. So 2 85s down. He only has 8. So we saw 2 dead here. Do see, it looks like another general skirmish here in the center. I mean, Paladin grabbed this stuff. If he could clear out this commando leader, then he could actually, like, move on a little bit here. Maybe go after this a bit. 12-12 is not going to be good enough, though. 85 back to the move. Which it needs to be, obviously. His IS-2 really needs to try to get involved in some way. It's a lot of points. A, it's a lot of points invested in. B, it is a strong unit. Like, it's obviously really strong. Of course, I'm 100% sure he's too afraid to, like, run it into the Hellcats. Sapity Rocks will now win because forcing these commandos to move will do the job. So, nice kill there. Maxim's pouring in. The Su-152 on a ground attack, keeping that 17-pounder away. Sapity really trying to find this. I mean, this infantry blob is doing well because, again, 43rd Reserve's infantry are really strong at what they do. Now the Centaurs will just bomb it out. Oh, God, I hate these things so much. I hate so many things about this division. This might be my most hated division in the game. I just find the cheese factor of this division has just never changed. Even after several nerfs and such. Sapity Rocks do actual, like, long-range fighting. I always forget they do have the double DP and stuff, but that's obviously not their main purpose. And there it is. Paladin on his first plus of the game. 85's pushing up on the hill. Okay, wants to kill the Shermans. They're going to be pretty late, though. Yeah, AB Paras are going to still crush these Sapity Rocks at range. They have no chance. And there haven't been enough reinforcements here from Paladin to really hold this flag well. Back to a 12-12. Here comes the LA-7s. There's no AA up north. This is obviously not like a devastating bombing strike, but it does force them off. Yeah, AB Power is going to get crushed by the Tankos here. They have no chance in that. Wow, they got away? Should have surrendered. 40 mil in the town, supplying some support here. Here's some Crusader AA, though. Well, one Hellcat was stopped. Can they get a kill? Nah, they're shooting at the far one. If they had shot at the Hellcat right in front of them, maybe... Oh, they actually got a kill. That's actually pretty huge. Like, Paladin so desperately needs to cut down the Air Force from Jaapaasa. Jaapaasa just doesn't know. The IS-2 taking a lot of arty attack here, but the extra HP on the IS-2 does come in handy. This 3, I mean, credit for it trying. There's, like, no chance it's ever going to kill one of these things. Firefly finding free shots here. T-3485 trying to respond. Sapri overwhelmed. 85 mil is now falling back instead. As Paladin is pushed off this hill. A lot of units coming in here from Jaapaasa. Really, must not be spending because we are a sea phase and these guys are both Maverick. The supply is out of ammo anyway, so these things dying is not a huge deal. Normally, they would, like, honestly just be your target for all intents and purposes, is the ammo. At least for 43rd, because you just don't have a way to kill the Centaurs. Jaapaasa about to go back on the tick again, because he's obviously this Tanko is not going to stop this. I thought the Maximum was going to get a free 17-pounder. That would have been pretty sweet. So, unfortunately, the 85 mil walking into the Centaurs now. Unknowingly, of course. Now, Paladin heads up on that. Does change directions. IS-2 redeploying. Does not look like in any way that is significant. Tank goes overwhelmed. Maximum overwhelmed. Here comes just a blob of infantry. Smersh is coming in. Okay. Saboteur Rocks, there's some real infantry. Yeah, I do think Jaapaasa's been scared a little bit. Losing that Hellcat to the 85s definitely, like, kind of screamed like you can't just do whatever you want. If you really want to do air stuff, you got to actually clear out some of this AA because there's now enough, at least in the north. There is now enough to actually effectively counter airstrikes. Or at least make him bleed for doing them. Because truth be told, I mean, most of those Hellcats are getting stopped. Like, one gets through when he sends 3, which is not a great ratio. Losing this T-3485, though, to a 17-pounder would be devastating. There we go. Good save. Smersh has no chance against these dudes. Yeah, the 120 in a really ballsy spot. LA-7 does get through. Saboteur Rocks going a little aggressively there. Oh! I mean, those are the kind of kills that Paladin desperately needs because all of these infantry are very expensive. I mean, 25 points is not actually as much as I thought. They used to be 30, but they buffed them because Western allies weren't strong enough, apparently. SU-152 versus 17-pounder. SU-152 does not get its lucky hit there. 17-pounder does, despite a lot of suppression. That's another bummer there for Paladin. Yeah, that was a major mistake. Yeah, Paladin cannot be throwing infantry away. Wait, a Centaur actually died? No way. Say what? Okay, attack power's an idiot. I can tell you, I ain't killing no Centaur with no Zis 3 ever. This 120 isn't just the most exposed position I've ever seen. Wow, if he kills this 85, that's so bad. This is not the double star one, but still. He's going to. Like, he's not retreating or anything. I mean, the KV could at least move up and try to help. Oh, this is so desperately bad. The problem here for Paladin losing this hill is that he's now opened himself up to all these units that were supporting. And the day is barely saved. That's a lot of damage, though. And he can't really be having these units be hurt that much because he needs them to survive the Centaurs. Jaapasa's back on a 1410. Probably has been for a while, sorry. T-34 rushing this down. Love it. The problem is this is not a Razvedka T-34, so he can't really see on his own. Avto's coming in as well. Double Sapri Rocks. They should be able to clear this out pretty well. The Willy Pete of the Commando 4 is kind of annoying, but the AB Paras are a step awfully useless in the forest. Not sure what this LA-7 is going to do. It's going to bomb the Commando leader, but the Crusader A is here. But it's moving, so it's wildly inaccurate as it runs away from the T-34 that has revealed itself here. 17-pounder can't get a line. I like this aggressive play here from Paladin. It's kind of necessary. Like, he needs to be getting these edges. Commando leader does have a Piat. Takes out the supply. Sees the Commando leader. The Boise AT rifle is pretty awful, so he should be safe from that. Obviously what he wants is this thing. 17-pounder almost killed by the SG-43, but that is defeated. Not unsurprisingly. All right, he is backing his T-34 up into the woods. This is kind of a show, not going to lie. LA-7 can't get through that easily. Hellcat, C-Fire spotting for the Hellcat. Now, the thing is, if he kills this Hellcat for that, that's pretty huge. Unfortunately, the 85 mil out of range to get its triple star. Would that make a difference? Can't say for sure. But that is damage now. The blob of powerful CQC infantry do make it through quite easily. A knife through butter on that one. Where do they go from here, though, is the question. And only 9 minutes remaining here for Paladin. Turn it around. Well, more than turn around. He's got to stop the bleed and then get points somehow. His Commando leader is still quite dangerous and will kill this 85 mil, which Paladin is pushing up on the hill. I understand he wants to kill the Sherman, but... Oh. Oh. Oh, so bad. So bad. So very bad. Now, I feel like Paladin's chances of victory are slipping away here. I mean, he has really grinded down a lot of units, but there's still a lot more back here. Still haven't seen any movement down south. Another 85 mil gone. I don't even know the count anymore. But replacing those is brutal. Especially because his... Well, the one came with ammo. I think he already called both of those in, I would think. These 120s have been pretty awful. At least every time I'm looking at them, they don't appear to do a ton. I mean, they're doing something here. 12-12. I mean, he's back to 12-12. That's obviously not going to do it. He's actually got to get points somewhere. Yeah, now the Centaurs can just target down each thing that reveals itself. And now we're going to lose another 80, the most important 85 mil because it's the most vetted one. And yeah. Yeah, that's an unacceptable loss. He has lost the desperately important massive AA to actually stop, you know, the Hellcats. Or actually have a chance of shooting one down at some point. So I'm not 100% sure what Paladin does from this. I mean, maybe he has like 285s left. Maybe. That's a big maybe. One's here. We saw one in the middle die, 2. We saw one die, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, again, maybe 2. Firefly did die. But there's just still too many units left here for Jaapaasa. I mean, Paladin made progress here in the town for the moment. Actually captures flyback, gets himself on a 13-11, but time-wise, well, if he holds a 13-11 this whole time, then yeah, actually, I think he would make it. I mean, one thing too, these commandos don't really have any more AT, so yeah, awkward. The IS-2 died? No, there it is. Oh, the SU-152. KB-1S on hill pression. Paladin does have the know-it-all to fix that. Gonna lose his 120 mortar. Sherman. Oh, wow. Okay. Go KB-1S. Landing on the move and penning. Both of which were not for sure. Tank busters are still here, though, and take out that T-34-76 really bad. I'm not sure where Paladin's really trying to go, honestly. He's just losing infantry now for nothing. Now he'll lose the 120. IS-2. Oh, it's going after the stag hound. Oh, I missed. Oh. 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 Surprised I didn't unload the tankos, to be honest with you. $17-pounder fighting a T-30-45. Here's where that Air Force gets to do whatever it wants. Yep. Yep. Does this Hellcat get through? No, it does not. LA-7 tried. This is one of the only, like, okay Russian fighters that isn't, like, legitimately just bad. Oh, and here comes the NO4 assaults. Sapper Rocks already lost one. They're too spread out. Oh. I hate this division so much. I really do. I haven't even mentioned the fact all the freaking infantry are walking around with commando, which is, like, you know, obviously. All right, IS-2 should be fine. Yep, down it goes. Oh. Oh, Jaapaasa. Oh, my friend. Why are you being a terrible person? This is so unnecessary. This is so aggressively unnecessary. Oh. Well, we're obviously going to watch, folks. If you're still here, you better smash that like button because you obviously like this. You're obviously a sadist. Oh, and there's an 85 mil there. No. Oh, wait, did Jaapaasa call in, like, the weird one? No, I think there's only one way to call this in now. Huh. This is not as debilitating as I remember it being. Oh, no. No, stop. Stop, Paladin. Stop. Oh, did they change it so it can only be called in emergency? I think that's what it is. Because that ain't no concentrated fire. Okay. It's still stupid, but at least slightly less stupid than it once was. Yeah, there was a time where all of this would be dead. Like, it would just be a blanket. It would be a blanket of fire in a perfect circle. That's what would really look ridiculous because it would just be like a perfect circle, which it will eventually end up, but it just looks funny. I love like the one guy like There's so much in here. Oh, oh my goodness. Oh, make it stop. Oh, it's just like you're paralyzed in this thing. Is it over? Nope. I think it goes on for like 2 or 3 minutes, maybe longer. It doesn't show me. I hate that. It's so annoying. They show me this stupid info for the truck, which I don't care about. Nobody cares about it. Back to a 13 level. Oh. Oh, yeah, these guys only have submachine guns. Forgot about that. Yeah, this was honestly this match was basically decided in the picks and bans. Not banning SSB is always wrong, in my opinion. And choosing 43rd with SSB open in any way it's just it's so bad. Like, you're just begging to get wrecked. IL-4 with the rockets is actually pretty good. Pretty solid plane. It's still going. I do think this goes on for like 4 or 5 minutes, actually. I'm upgrading for my 2 to 3 minutes. I think it's like 5. Maybe it's 10. It's some absurd amount. My Paladin finally surrenders. Look at that stupid little circle. 42 minutes, 55 seconds there. A pretty decisive win there for Jaapaasa, playing a stupid division. Sorry, Jaapaasa. But it's true. Yeah. Really strong. I like 43rd too. It's a really weird division at the end of the day. It's got a really weird collection of units that you have to put it exactly in the right places and exactly the right spots, and there's a lot of matchups that are really rough. Any air-based or arty-based matchup, the division is just god-awful. If you guys enjoyed that, smash that like button, subscribe, check out the Patreon. Thanks a bunch, everybody, and have a fantastic day.